Welcome you all. I am Karthik Gupta. Today we are going to discuss the topic called time and distance. See, time and distance or speed, time and distance. What do you mean by speed? Everybody knows. What do you mean by time? What do you mean by distance? And here we are going to establish a relationship between speed, time and distance. So what is the relationship between speed, time and distance? Okay, let me consider an example. There is two destinations, that is x and y. So from x to y you have to travel. You may travel at a speed of 50 kilometer per hour. And consider you are taking 6 hours to reach the destination. See, x and y is a distance. From x I have to travel and I have to reach y. Okay, I am traveling at a speed of 50 kilometer per hour and I am taking 6 hours. So this is one condition. Now, if I want to reach the destination in 4 hours, then what I have to do? See, now I am taking 50 kilometer per hour. Okay, I am taking 6 hours to reach the destination. Now, I have to reach the destination within 4 hours. Then, what I have to do? Obviously, if I want to reach the destination in less time, I have to go with a higher speed. So, I have to increase the speed. If I want to reach the destination in 8 hours, then what I have to do? Obviously, I have to decrease the speed. Means what? When time reduces, speed increases. When time increases, speed decreases. Vice versa. When speed increases, time decreases. When speed decreases, time increases. Means what? One quantity is increasing, the other quantity is decreasing. One quantity is decreasing, the other quantity is increasing. So this is called inversely proportional to each other. In what proportion the speed is going to increase? In the same proportion, inverse proportion, the time is going to decrease. Okay. In what proportion the time is going to increase? In the inverse proportion, the speed is going to change. Okay. So speed is inversely proportional to time. Now, I have to remove this proportionality sign. If I want to remove the proportionality sign, then I have to multiply it by a constant term. So now, see here, which constant term I can multiply? See, whatever may be the speed, whatever may be the time, whether the distance is going to change between x and y or not? Definitely the distance is not going to change between x and y. Definitely it is not going to change the distance between x and y. So distance is going to remain constant. So speed is going to fluctuate in the same opposite manner the time is going to fluctuate. But distance, it doesn't make any impact. So distance is the constant. So I am going to multiply it by a distance, that is the constant term. So S is equal to distance by time. So speed is equal to distance travelled by time taken. So this is the relationship what we use. Okay. So we have established a relationship between speed, distance and time. Okay. Speed is equal to distance travelled by time taken. So this is a formula everywhere we use to calculate. See here, distance is equal to speed into time and time is equal to distance by s. All three are same. Okay. If you remember one, then it is more than enough. Okay. No need to remember all the three. All the three are same. Okay. S is equal to d by t. Now we have learned what do you mean by speed, what do you mean by time and what do you mean by distance. See here, speed is inversely proportional to time. Speed is inversely proportional to time. If the ratio of speeds of two bodies S1 by S2 is 3 by 4, then time is inversely proportional to their speeds, then T1 by T2 is equal to 4 by 3. T1 by T2 is equal to 4 by 3. If S1 is to S2 is equal to 9 is to 10, then T1 is to T2 is equal to inversely proportional to each other 10 is to 9. 10 is to 9. So, speed and time both are inversely proportional to each other. If speed is going to become 6 by 7, then time is going to become 7 by 6. See, this concept is very important. So many problems we are going to solve with the help of this concept. Okay, so this concept is very important. Speed, if it is going to become 6 by 7, then time is going to become 7 by 6. If speed is going to become 3 by 4, then time is going to become 4 by 3, because both are inversely proportional to each other. Because of this reason, okay, the ratio of speed is going to be inversed with respect to time. Okay, fine. Next, what do you mean by average speed? Okay, you have learnt speed, you have learnt time, you have learnt distance. If S1 is to S2 they are going to give, then what is the ratio of T1 into T2? Okay, so how to do that? Already you have learnt. Now, what do you mean by average speed? See here, average speed is equal to total distance travelled by total time taken. Average speed is equal to total distance travelled by total time taken. For example, consider here, okay, x to y you have to travel, from point x to A, the distance is 30 kilometers, and you are taking 5 hours to travel that 30 kilometers, Next, from A to B, okay, the distance is 70 kilometers and you are taking 7 hours to reach, and from B to Y, the distance is 140 kilometers and you are taking 10 hours to reach. So, what is the average speed? Average speed is equal to total distance, that is 30 plus 70 plus 140 divided by total time taken, that is 5 plus 7 12 plus 10 22. Okay, so this is 5 plus 7 plus 10. 5 plus 7 plus 10 is 22. So, this is the average speed, total distance travelled by total time taken. Sometimes they may ask you the question in this manner also. See here, from x to y you have to travel, Okay, so from point x to A you travel at 50 kilometer per hour, and you take time, that is 5 hours. Next, A to B, you may travel 300 kilometers at a speed of 30 kilometer per hour, Next, from B to Y, you may take 10 hours and you are travelling 100 kilometers, Properly you have to observe all the three conditions. See, average speed I have to calculate, that is equal to total distance by total time. So, total distance we have to calculate. Have they given the distance totally? No. See here, the first data, you know speed, you know time, but do you know distance? No. But with the help of speed and time, you can calculate distance. With the help of speed and time, you can calculate distance. So, you have a scope to calculate distance. So, From x to a you can calculate the distance. Next, from A to B you know the distance and you know the speed but to calculate the average speed you should know the time, total time taken. So, with the help of these two, with the help of D and S, definitely we can calculate T. So, for this we can get time. Next, they have already given time and distance. So, with the help of these two data, we can calculate D. With the help of these two data, we can calculate T. So, total distance, yes, we can calculate. Total time, yes, we can calculate. So, based on these two, average speed, yes, we can calculate. So, this is one more type of question what you can expect in your exam. But one more condition is there. What is the condition? See here, they may ask you like this. From x to y, you have to travel. While traveling in this direction, you travel at a kilometer per hour. While coming back in this direction, you come at b kilometer per hour. Not same, but different. So, while going, you are going at a kilometer per hour. While coming back, you are coming at b kilometer per hour. So, what is the average speed? So, what we know, average speed is total distance by total time. Average speed means total distance by total time. But can you calculate the distance? No, because nowhere they have given any data regarding the distance. Can you calculate time? No. So, nowhere they have given any chance to calculate the distance and time. If they could have given time, then you could have calculated the distance. If they could have given the distance, then you could have calculated the time, because you know what is the speed. But here they have not given the distance as well as time. Then average speed is equal to 2 into A into B divided by A plus B. 2 into A into B divided by A plus B. So, this is the formula what we use to calculate the average speed. Okay. So, let me take the best example. See here, while going in this direction, he travel at 20 kilometer per hour. While coming back in this direction, he travel at 30 kilometer per hour. So, what is the average speed? Average speed is equal to 2AB, 2 into 20 into 30 divided by 20 plus 30. So, which is equal to 2 into 20 into 30 divided by 50, 0 cancel, 5 4s are 20, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24, 24 kilometer per hour. This is the average speed. But few people do a mistake. They are going to take the average like this, 30 plus 20 by 2, which is equal to 25. This method is wrong. Actually, the average speed is 24 kilometer per hour, not 25 kilometer per hour. So, you have to be very careful while calculating the average speed. Okay. So, in this example, we have identified how to calculate the average speed. See, they have not given the distance, they have not given time. So, average speed will be 2AB by A plus B. Average speed will be 2AB by A plus B.